Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we will do a comparison of the Yuphoria with the Lenovo A6000 Plus. So these two phones have almost similar specs and they price very closely as well. So we will do a comparison of these two devices and see which is better value for money. Before going into the detailed comparison, let's first have a look at the specs. So first up, the Yuphoria, which was announced a couple of weeks back. This comes with a 5-inch display. It's powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2GB RAM and 16GB internal storage, and it runs Android 5.0 Lollipop with a custom Cyanogen OS on top of that. And it has a 2230 mAh battery. It has an 8 megapixel rear camera with LED flash and a front facing 5 megapixel camera. Now talking about the Lenovo A6000 Plus, this is a hugely popular device. Again, this comes with 5-inch HD display. It's powered by the same Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2GB RAM, and also there is 16GB internal storage, and it runs Android 4.4 KitKat with the Vibe UI 2.0 on top of that, and it also has 2300 mAh battery. So that was the spec aspect. This also sports an 8 megapixel rear camera with LED flash and a front facing 2 megapixel camera. Now let's go into the design and build quality of these two smartphones. So the Yuphoria has a standout design in this price category, and this is one of the key aspects of this device. And at the launch, the company emphasized on the design aspects. You can see it is made of a metallic frame, and it has a rear panel made of plastic which has a matte finish, and overall this is symmetrically designed phone, and you can see the power and volume keys have a unique finishing. Power key in the center, the volume up and down key on the top and bottom, and overall this does look good with the U branding on the top. So it's a fairly good looking device in this price point and have a lot of resemblance with the Lumia 830 and the 930, which are flagship phones for the Lumia series. So it has a lot of similarities in that aspect, but overall this does look different. You can see here the micro USB charging slot as well as the 3.5mm audio jack have a black finishing. So overall this is a fairly good looking device. Now talking about the A6000 Plus, this has a very simple design, but the design aspect is pretty good because it's pretty slim and lightweight as well. So it has great quality material finishing. It has the chrome finishing around the camera, and overall this device looks pretty good. This has the 3 capacitive touch buttons which are not backlit, but the Yuphoria has the on-screen buttons, unlike the hardware buttons. So that was the design language. Now overall build quality wise, we can say both these devices are pretty good overall, and even the build quality looks pretty good. So all in all, it's a matter of choice whether you want the Yuphoria, which has a totally different design in the budget category, or a lightweight A6000 Plus. Now talking about the display, both these devices have the HD display. That's a 5-inch 720p display, but here there's a difference. The Yuphoria has a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and offers additional protection when compared to the Lenovo A6000 Plus. And moreover, both these devices are IPS LCD panels, and the viewing angles are pretty good. The touch response is much better on the Yuphoria than the Lenovo A6000 Plus. So that was the display aspect. So in the display aspect, we would give it to the Yuphoria because of the Corning Gorilla Glass feature and also much better touch response. Now talking about the software and performance aspect, in the software we would say the Yuphoria is better because it has the Android 5.0 Lollipop update, and on top of that it has the Cyanogen OS, which is highly customizable OS and offers lots of features and options. Every bit of this OS is customizable, including the buttons. Themes are available, lots of themes are available, lots of gestures are included. So all in all, it's a highly customizable OS, and it runs on top of Android 5.0 Lollipop. And talking about the Lenovo A6000 Plus, this also has a custom UI, the Lenovo Vibe UI, which offers a decent amount of features, but it's not highly customizable as compared to the Cyanogen OS. So overall in the software experience, we would say the Yuphoria is much better because it has two things. One is the Lollipop update, and it has a Cyanogen OS, which is highly customizable. Now talking about the performance, here we can't really see a big difference because both these devices are powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2GB RAM and 16GB internal storage, and both these devices can be expanded via micro SD card, and you can even install apps on the SD card. So in that aspect also, both these devices have a very similar experience. Now talking about the camera. So camera wise, both these devices have the 8 megapixel rear camera and a front facing camera. The front camera on the Yuphoria is a 5 megapixel shooter, while the Lenovo A6000 Plus has only 2 megapixel shooter. The interface wise, again both these devices offer a lot of features. Their feature rich interface and the ease of use is slightly better on the Yuphoria because it has a very clean interface and pretty easy to use. Now talking about the photo quality, we would say both these devices have almost similar photo quality and both have a pretty decent camera experience from the 8 megapixel shooter. Although it's not class leading, neither of them is class leading. In this price category they offer pretty decent photo experience. Now talking about the video recording, here there is one difference. The Yuphoria can record videos in 1080p while the Lenovo A6000 Plus can record only in 720p. Now apart from that, if you're looking for a better front camera experience for selfies and video calls, we would recommend the Yuphoria, which has a 5 megapixel shooter. Now finally talking about the battery experience. The Yuphoria has a 2230 mAh battery while the Lenovo A6000 Plus has a 2300 mAh battery, and the battery performance is almost similar, and you can get at least 1 day of usage on either of these devices. So with average usage you can get 1 day of usage on both these devices and the performance is almost similar. Now talking about the price, the Yuphoria is priced rupees 6,999 and available exclusively on Amazon via the flash sale, while the A6000 Plus is available for rupees 7,499. That's around 500 rupees difference between these two devices, so which is better value for money. So one more important thing to consider about these two devices is the service and warranty. That's much better on the Lenovo because Yuphoria does not have service centers. It has only one service center and you need to send the device in case there is any issue. So if you consider all those aspects, we would say both these devices offer pretty good amount of features, but we would still say the Yuphoria has a slightly better experience, and because it has Android 5.0 lollipop and the overall design also looks pretty good. So there is also a 500 rupees difference, so we would say the Yuphoria is a better deal here because of the additional 500 rupees difference as well as the better software on the Yuphoria. So that was a detailed comparison of the Yuphoria with the Lenovo A6000 Plus. Hope you like this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with the queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.